The only local news teams taking action for you. KIMA KEPR Action News starts now.
Coming up this morning on Action News, Kennewick officers are investigating an incident outside a local high school that may have involved a gun. Police say the report is of someone pointing a gun at someone else, but arriving officers couldn't find evidence of it. However, the investigation continues. We'll share the details. Plus, an Ellensburg woman is facing multiple theft charges after she's accused of taking her estranged ex-husband's stuff before he died. And she allegedly did it with her boyfriend and claims the items belong to her. We'll fill you in. And the Pasco School District is accepting applications for a teacher residency program geared towards those wanting to become a special education teacher. We'll hear from an official who says they're looking for 4 people, adding there's only 2 more weeks to apply. That story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Thursday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
Good morning. I'm Mike McCabe in for Jefferson Donovan.
And Mike, yesterday was pretty windy. That wind really kicked up. Jefferson was saying in the afternoon hours it was going to be gusty, and you could really tell it was. I mean, if you were driving on the road, I guarantee you were feeling that wind.
You were live. We had that blowing dust advisory. Visibility is down to a quarter of a mile or less in times from the Tri-Cities up towards Ritzville, particularly bad. We even had a haboob, as they call it. That's a big fancy word.
Yes, I've heard that weather word before.
Yes. It's just a big dust cloud that actually moved through the Palouse yesterday. I'll have video of that coming up a little later on in the program, so stick around for that. The clouds have moved out. The winds have eased up quite a bit. Check out Yakima right now. A cool start to the day at 44 degrees. And in the Tri-Cities, clear conditions out there with the temperature checking in at 55 degrees. Lots of sunshine today. Again, the winds will be lighter and a nice looking Thursday. How does it look for the rest of the week and into your weekend? I'll have your full storm tracker forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Mike. We begin this morning in the Beaver State. Oregon State Police are investigating an officer-involved shooting in Milton Freewater. It happened in the parking lot of Gibb Allinger Elementary School just after 7 Tuesday night, but police say it's not related to any school activities. Oregon State Police say there had been reports of a man who was possibly homeless in that area over the last few days, and then Tuesday, police were called by a homeowner who said that man had gotten into their house. The man has been identified as 30-year-old Daniel Soto Madrigal, who had an active felony warrant for his arrest. Now, police tried to arrest him, but he resisted, and the officer ended up shooting him. Police say Madrigal is in stable condition while the officer was treated for injuries and is now on administrative leave. And police are looking into an incident outside Kennewick High School in Kennewick that may have involved a gun. Officers responded just before 11 yesterday morning to reports that someone may have pointed a gun at someone else. Kennewick school resource officer and other officers quickly converged on the area but couldn't find the confrontation. And despite someone else saying they may have heard a gunshot, the school was not placed into a lockdown. Authorities say the investigation is ongoing. And another teenager is facing serious charges after being accused of making a threat on social media. Prosser police say they received reports of a vague threat against Housel Middle School this past Sunday. At the time, the threat didn't appear to be credible, but police say after investigating further and providing a heads up and extra patrols at the school, they determined a 14-year-old girl was responsible. She was arrested yesterday morning for threats to bomb or injure property. This is an active investigation, and Prosser police want to hear from you if you have any information. Now, earlier this week, in a separate investigation, Morrow County, Oregon Sheriff's deputies arrested a 14-year-old boy for posting a threat on social media. A man convicted of a murder in Glebe in the summer of 2017 will now stand trial once again after an appeals court reversed his conviction. Randy Shea Gardner was convicted of killing Julian Wabinga and he was found guilty of shooting Wabinga and then burying his body inside a barn. Now, appeals court judges said Gardner deserves another trial because Yakima County Sheriff's deputies wouldn't let him speak to an attorney when he was first arrested. Yakima County prosecutors plan to retry Gardner on multiple charges after reviewing the evidence for the case. An Ellensburg woman is facing multiple theft charges after being accused of stealing her estranged ex-husband's guns and motorcycle before his death. 36-year-old Nicole Denise Preciado is charged with 2 counts of theft of a firearm, 2 counts of motor vehicle theft, and second-degree theft. The Kittitas County Sheriff's Office says Preciado and her boyfriend went to the home of her ex-husband, who has since passed, and removed 2 guns he had owned. The Sheriff's Office was notified by the victim's former business partner. Additional reports and statements share that a van, Harley-Davidson motorcycle, 2 watches, 3 child-size electric John Deere tractors, and more were taken. A deputy found Preciado and her boyfriend near Easton in February. Since then, the motorcycle and the van were recovered. Preciado claims that the items belonged to her after the death of her ex-husband. Former UPS driver in Yakima has been awarded $237 million after suing the company for racial discrimination and retaliation. Tavio Gratton was awarded $39.6 million for emotional distress, along with $198 million in punitive damages. Gratton is black, and in his lawsuit, he claimed he was frequently laid off for short periods of time while his white coworkers were given his routes. He also claimed he was given undesirable routes and was called boy by supervisors multiple times. The suit said he raised complaints for 3 years, and then he was fired in 2021 for a sexual harassment complaint saying he touched a female employee's back. Attorneys for UPS called the settlement excessive. Switching gears here, callers to the 988 Suicide and Crisis Hotline will soon get more local help. The Department of Health and Human Services announced major cell phone carriers are adopting new technology that will help callers based on their physical location instead of their phone number's area code. Federal leaders say this change will help people get localized resources more effectively and efficiently. Last week, T-Mobile and Verizon began rolling out the geo-routing technology. AT&T plans to start the geo-routing process in a couple of months. September is National Suicide Prevention Month, and safe gun storage is a key part of suicide prevention. Kennewick is giving away free firearm lock boxes this weekend. They've partnered with the Health District, Youth Access and Resource Program, and Ranch and Home for the giveaway. It will be held this Saturday at Ranch and Home in Kennewick from 10 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon, or until all available lock boxes are distributed. You must be 21 or older, and there's a maximum of 2 per household. Kittitas County Court administrators are trying to clear up a jury summons error. 400 people received a jury summons that didn't have dates for the recipients to appear for jury duty. Court administrators told us several people have contacted them about the clerical error, and they say if you've got one of these jury summons without any dates on it, you can throw it away. Finally, the Pasco School District is accepting applications for a teacher residency program. Now, the program is in collaboration with the district, Washington Education Association, and Pasco Association of Educators. It's designed for anyone passionate about becoming a special education teacher. Anyone with a bachelor's degree can apply, and 4 applicants will be chosen. District leaders say this unique opportunity comes with many benefits.
They will earn 90 credits that finishing this program, which is about as far as you can get on that salary step, which makes a difference of tens of thousands of dollars. I think we looked at the current salary schedule. Their first year teaching, they could make around $74,000.
Now, the application deadline is October 9th, and you can find more information and a link for the application up on our website, KEPRTV.com. Now let's jump right over to Mike McCabe to take a look at this video. What is it? What is it called again? The hubbub? No.
Haboob.
The haboob.
Yes.
Close enough. Same.
Close enough.
Semantics. I've heard it both ways.
Absolutely. Just kind of a very large dust cloud, and a good video example of this was across the Palouse yesterday. This was actually heading out of Moscow, Idaho. A friend of mine captured this. Was in the passenger side of the seat, by the way, so for those who are concerned about that. But check out that dust cloud. It just moved in out ahead of a cold front that really kicked the dust up. And, you know, we saw the dust in the Tri-Cities as well. Yakima, the wind's really picking up as that cold front moved through, but much quieter weather today. How's it shaping up for us as we head into our weekend? I'll have your full storm tracker forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Mike. We begin this. The time now is 5:09. Coming up on KEPR KIMA this morning, we talk the election. Less than 6 weeks away now, and for the first time in 8 years, Washingtonians will be electing a new public lands commissioner. The two wanting the job took to the debate stage in Richland to talk their vision. We'll give you a recap in about 2 minutes. But later in the show, top stories. New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted following a federal investigation, making him the first sitting mayor to face criminal charges, which are still sealed in the indictment. He's claiming he's innocent. But we have to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. The show is just getting started, and there's more news and weather ahead. Stay with us.